Hello, my name is Mariana Perez Bobadilla and I recently graduated from the PhD in Creative Media from City University of Hong Kong. The support of the Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme allowed me to develop a project on post-anthropocentric microbiology literacy in society from the point of view of art and also natural history museums. Besides working in the Creative Media department, I could collaborate with professors in the biochemistry department, such as Dr. Yun Lam, for the project with Wong Kit Yi, 99-year lease for Art Basel, Hong Kong. During my studies in Hong Kong, I could present my research in conferences in Denmark, in Portugal, in the United States, in Mexico, in Korea and in China. I could also carry out field research in museums in the Netherlands, in Mexico, in Japan and in the United States. I published articles on art education, artistic practices research, and technologies of display that are shared between the sciences, natural history museums, and art. I also co-curated the Open Systems Salon for the Art Machines Conference. During my studies, I was awarded a national grant from Mexico to produce an artwork from Papiansen art. And with this artwork, I'm exploring mitochondria as an ancient bacterium, symbiogenesis. And this artwork is now exhibited in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. The book that I'm working on, based on my thesis, explores the representation or conceptualization of microorganisms in art and in natural history museums. How we started thinking of them as pathogens, but then we started thinking of them as tools, instruments, then as allies in the microbiome, and finally as protagonists of a microbial planet. I think that this fellowship is a great opportunity for motivated students to further their career.
My name is Florin Serban and I came to Hong Kong back in 2013.
My name is Ivan De Lazari. During my PhD research and studies, I enjoyed the tremendous library opportunities and the brilliant people at BU and the atmosphere, the research atmosphere and environment which the university provided for me.
Basically, I was able to join the most important overseas conferences in the field of communication. I was also able to network with leading figures in our field and get more input and insights on my research. This has proved to be extremely valuable for my final result for my dissertation. Since 2019, I have returned to HKBU, to the School of Communication, on a full-time position. I currently work as a lecturer. I mainly work with MA students in the field of communication, and all in all, I really enjoy my professional development here in Hong Kong.
And I'm currently an associate professor of philology at HSC University in St. Petersburg. I got the Alan Nadel Prize for the best student research papers. It is incorporated into my book based on my PhD thesis written in Hong Kong. So this would not be possible without Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme.
My PhD was interdisciplinary. It examined the social aspect of health literacy and access to healthcare in Ghana. So far, the study has produced several peer-reviewed articles published in high-impact journals.
I investigate the nature of the cell from Eastern and Western perspective and have published it in international peer-reviewed journals.
My PhD project explained how China's non-intervention policy is shifting in Africa and was critical to understanding how non-Western emerging powers influence global security governance.
The PhD program at Lingnan University, with support from the Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme, offered me a fantastic opportunity to pursue a world-class postgraduate education.
Recently, I embarked on a funded project to write a book on the self with John Perry at Stanford University.
The PhD has enabled me to get academic jobs at some of the best universities in Scandinavia and the UK, and consultancies with governments and think tanks. Many thanks to the Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme and Lingnan University.
I spent the most fruitful and enjoyable time at Lingnan and would like to thank everyone for their immense support and patience.
Lingnan University is ranked second in the world for quality education in the 2020 Times Higher Education University Impact Rankings. The university is committed to offering world-class research postgraduate programs to students from all over the world. Postgraduate students at Lingnan are taught and inspired to ensure that their research benefits societies globally.
In the past few years, I have continued my research on risk communication and have made some progress. As a principal investigator, I'm in charge of 3 research projects funded by the National Social Science Foundation of China, Ministry of Education of China, the Social Science Fund of Zhejiang Province. Recently, I have published my first book, Digital Risk Communication and Public Risk Perception. I also published a number of SSCI-indexed journal articles and attended top international conferences in our field. In addition to research, being a teacher has taught me how to share my ideas with students. I have supervised 1 PhD student and 5 master students, including 3 international students. Our weekly discussion not only facilitates the research progress, but also creates a sense of belonging.
After my graduation, I became a postdoctoral fellow in the Department of ONG to continue my career in the research. And 1 year later, I was promoted as a research assistant professor. And this year, due to the family bonding issue, I came back to Shenzhen to continue my career. Currently, I am working as a clinical doctor as well as a researcher in Shenzhen Bao'an Women's and Children's Hospital. Without the support of the Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy all the free learning resources. And without the support of this scheme, I wouldn't have been able to speak over here and to share my story to all of you.
My research is focused on developing an intelligent and a dynamic model for enhancing transparency in public infrastructure procurement in both developed and developed economies. I've had the privilege to present parts of my research in international colloquiums as well as some of the top ranking journals in my field.
I explore tourist satisfaction with personalized services. It is vital for the whole travel industry and for Hong Kong as a smart city destination in particular. Doing research in SHTM has advantages. The school consolidates top scholars of tourism and hospitality and enables collaboration with the academia and industry around the world.
I worked on optical design and fabrication of efficient and cost-effective perovskite tandem solar cell, collaborating with Stanford University. My recent work is published in a high-impact journal of Royal Society of Chemistry, and this design technique is being manufactured by Augsburg PV in Berlin, Germany, approaching 30% efficiency.
My research focuses on purpose-assisted discourse studies and language and digital media. PolyU's stimulating academic environment has enabled me within 2 years to publish 6 articles and 2 book reviews in SSCI indexed journals, thereby contributing to PolyU's vibrant research culture.
My name is Andre Archer. I am currently employed as a geotechnical engineer at a specialist civil engineering consulting firm in South Africa.
I'm Jackie, a postdoctoral fellow from the Divisions of Environment and Sustainability at the Hong Kong UST.
I'm Edwin Cho, an assistant professor at the School of Energy and Environment, City University of Hong Kong.
At HKUST, students are empowered to be innovative and are presented with ample opportunity for their originality.
HKUST is a world-class university with top-notch faculty and excellent research environment.
Hong Kong UST provides a very vibrant research culture, which greatly facilitates my research work. I truly appreciate the valuable opportunities that the Hong Kong PhD fellowships provided to me. I won a global essay competition and then was invited to the Global Maritime Forum. I worked with the industry leaders to examine solutions for decarbonization.
I'm happy to connect with different Hong Kong PhD fellowship awardees with different backgrounds, facilitating me conducting multidisciplinary research.
The company I work for is the go-to company for solving difficult problems. When I'm involved in various big projects, such as geotechnical investigations and design of infrastructure for new power plants. With my PhD, I'm able to transform my knowledge and expertise to solve these real-world problems for my clients.
To be successful in your PhD study, you should possess to have confidence, global outlook, creative thinking, and a good communication and leadership skill.
Get ready to start from 0 to 1. Keep an open mind and embrace collaboration.
One should always remember that a PhD is a philosophy degree. My supervisor has the saying, work hard, play hard, and sleep less. This is advice that I have taken to heart, and it guided me towards a more holistic PhD experience.
Hi, I'm Dirk Nieuwester. I'm originally from the Netherlands. So I've been a PhD student funded by the Research Grant Council's Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme between 2010 and 2013. I'm completing my PhD at the University of Hong Kong in cognitive psychology. I'm still really grateful for the opportunities this program has offered me, so therefore I'm making this video now. So since completing my PhD in Hong Kong, I moved first to Germany, where I was a Humboldt postdoctoral fellow for a while. And then since then I moved to Lund University in Sweden, where I'm a researcher. And I still benefit a lot from the network I built up during my PhD. And together with these collaborators, I now have over 40 journal publications and 850 citations. And many of these publications in my current field of expertise, that is eye tracking, measuring of what people are looking at, is closely related to the work that I've done during my PhD, and for which the groundwork was also laid during my PhD. So doing my PhD in Hong Kong has not only offered me a top-notch academic environment with fun colleagues and very varied backgrounds, but it has also been personally very rewarding. I've had a great time there. And I can wholeheartedly recommend PhD students in Hong Kong, not only for the academic environment, but also just because it's a great place to live. And of course, I can really recommend the Research Grant Council's Hong Kong PhD Fellowship Scheme, so apply now.